a flat book?
You mean for my case, or just? Oh yeah.
So
I
it
need books
stands
in
up.
college. So Happy Spring, the internet. We saw Run All Night, which I'd say is better than Taken 3.
Every time I hear that, I think Tekken still. Tekken.
And remember, and when the movie ended, I asked him if it was better than Taken 3, and he's like, "What was Tekken? What was Taken again?"
I was thinking Raid, because I think Tekken, and then I think, oh, it's like Raid, where all these martial arts stuff.
I wish.
So that's what I was thinking.
But I love
that's my logic.
I love now that's how much how little Taken 3 left on you. How little of an impression Taken 3 left on you.
I just said remind me of what happened, and I'll be like, oh yeah, but you still haven't told me.
I don't. Just Liam Neeson beats up
and his
to free him.
His explanation. That one with the car chase.
the terrible car chase. The worst car chase ever.
I'm like, yeah, that helps.
At least,
anyways,
it's like how. No, that reminds me how I explained because we were
already a minute in. You should get on with it.
We were supposed to. I was planning to see this last weekend on last Friday, and then I texted Corey the day before. Want to see Run All Night? And Corey's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Liam Neeson takes on New York," and that's kind of true. Not as much as I thought it would be, but still a little true.
Okay.
And it's a lot more dramatic than I think it needed to be. Or at least I think.
I just think that they did a poor job of trying to get that manhunt down.
You mean with the police or with Cobbin, the assassin?
With everyone that they wanted to, arrest, because literally he went around apartments and knocked on them, and only one person.
Yeah, I just realized that too.
One person. And he's walking around the subway. Yeah. Well, the subway's kind of early though.
Yeah, so that's fair. They're just handing out flyers. I don't know if that works. That's normal police procedure.
I mean, you do whatever the shit you need to do
to
get everyone's attention.
But again, Colin's the worst assassin ever. He just shoots whatever.
That's what he does.
I know, but assassins or hitmen are usually more discreet. And he wasn't. And he had a Terminator.
As long as he gets the job done, kind of thing.
Well, he so failed at that. Well,
up until that.
Technically, he was supposed to kill Michael first before he killed Liam Neeson. So in that way, he so failed.
He was supposed to kill both, period, but
there was an order, Ed Harris specified, kill Michael first, then Jimmy. So even when he won, he still technically failed.
Well, at that point, Sean was dead, so it didn't matter. So he wasn't getting paid.
No, he did it he was doing it for free anyway.
Yeah, because he wanted to kill the one person.
So
he didn't care too. The other one was just part of the job.
Yeah. But okay, so have you seen Unknown at least?
What is that?
It's from the same director and had Liam Neeson in it too, and it was him in London, I think it was Budapest or or London, trying to, and he forgot his identity, and so he went around beating people. No. Okay, well I saw that and I saw Nonstop, and both of those were a lot of fun.
I wanted to watch Nonstop, but
I'm sorry,
I didn't get to see it.
I think that was in the middle of IB season. That was in the middle of IB season, and that was the weekend of the Oscars. So I think all of us were busy around that time.
I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because both those were they were really silly and nonstop and stupid, but they were a lot of fun. And this movie, a lot more dramatic. And I think some of the goofier elements or the pulpier elements, they're so there, but they're not as fun as they could have been because it's a lot more slower. And because, I think part of the element is the director with both of those movies, Unknown and Nonstop, they were mystery movies with a twist at the end. And so the pace made more sense there because there were more build up, there were things building up more naturally, and so it was more exciting. Here, there are no real surprises. The movie opens up with basically the ending. And this is a 16 hours earlier type of thing. So it kind of robs it of a lot of more interesting dramatic
You
elements.
don't know what happened. All he says is your life, his life is flashing before your eyes.
I know,
Maybe he
but-
got stunned by a stun grenade, for all you know, and he's lying there with his gun next to him. That's, you know,
It's
You
called
assume-
it's called telling things through story and
you
context.
assume that he's dying, but
And then he
you
did.
have no fucking clue.
Okay.
Because, you know, sometimes they do that, and it's like, what the fuck, I just, you know, got stunned by a
I like how like
grenade.
perfectly Irish like a lot of this some of those elements are like that second one thing at the end where he summons up just enough strength to do the slow motion like rifle thing, and some of like how he's very perfectly drunk. I mean, like he's playing Santa Claus, which you'd think that'd be perfect. Liam Neeson as Santa Claus. You think that'd be perfect, and there'd be no problem with that. But apparently, no. He's just drunk and tries to hit on ladies
And
with his like.
after
foot-long-
that, he wore a bandage on his hand the whole movie.
Yeah. And like he's talking about like ladies with like his foot-long dick, which, to be fair, is Liam Neeson. He probably has it, and that's hysterical. And like he has like a one-liner for like almost every other scene. It's like it's the thing with like his, you know, screwing his like one of his like the guys he hates, his wife, with like his foot-long dick. And then he's talking with like Vincent D'Onofrio, like the good detective, and he's like, how many cups of coffee do you drink? Put a little extra sugar in them. You're gonna be up all night. And it's like some of the one-liner stuff, they're all really funny, but I feel like they're out of place with how much more serious the movie is. Because it takes the setup a lot more seriously than like Non-Stop did. Or Non-Stop and Unknown were like much more like extravagant movies, so to speak. Yeah.
I don't know, I mean, yeah, it's not too much comic relief,
Yeah.
but,
Well, it doesn't land as well as it could have. I think it's there, but like it's because the tone's a lot more thicker, I guess, or more. The tone is a lot more like strict, I guess, and it's a lot. It doesn't like stand out as doesn't like work as well as it should.
I mean, they directing choice. That's all I can say.
Yeah. No, like this director, I can't pronounce his name because like it's like three names and they're all French and it's really long. And Liam Neeson, they've done good stuff together, and I was like pumped up when I heard about this movie again because like a setup, Liam Neeson goes to town on New York. That sounds like a great time. And like some of it does work. Like he's fighting Common with like burning pieces of like wood. That sounds great. And like this big apartment fire. That's cool. There's a cool car chase in it that's like a million times better than the one in Taken.
Well, that one was they're actually ramming and not shooting.
I know, but that was still a lot
It's more
better.
close quarter.
I know, but it was a lot better too. It was better.
Well, it's generally better when something happens versus, you know, just the car follows the car.
And you can actually see what's happening. As opposed to whatever was happening in Taken 3.
Green screen.
Yes. And terrible CG. Here, okay, there's terrible CG for like the strangest reason. Because like it's a thing in the movie where like
This movie or the other one?
this movie,
Okay.
it does like the CG zoom outs and zoom ins when it's like transitioning from scene to scene.
The real noticeable CG for a guy like me who's not paying attention to try and see the flaws in the CG was
Yeah.
the one where they transition to like that boxing place the first time and
Yeah.
the kid's table and chair with the toys on.
And it's not even like a house. It's like some like outside like liquor store or something. It looks completely different from what the interior is too.
So,
I don't get it either. But it is a good movie. It is well acted, and generally, like, the parts that are exciting and really fun. And, like, the three people in front of us, they're having, like, the time of their lives.
they only did it twice.
No, they did it, like, at least three times.
And not like a
times.
big outburst twice.
Yeah. It was when Liam Neeson shot Ed Harris's son. It was also when he shot the dude. It was at the beginning, at the end, so it was a perfect full circle to their excitement. I think it was also like in the bathroom fight. And probably in the apartment fire.
I was surprised he actually stopped the subway to let him on.
Yeah.
Or not subway. I keep saying subway. Train. Just
Same
train.
difference.
No, subway's underground.
Whatever.
Sub is under.
I don't understand New York. I
was surprised though. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, he didn't ditch his dad.
I feel like that's a whole nother thing. That whole, like, they had the twist. They tried doing a twist at the end where he's revealed, oh, like, your dad is so crooked. Like, he killed one of your own cousins. It's like, that doesn't change that much in terms of the dynamics, honestly. It's not like in Non-Stop or an Unknown where, like, that sort of explains everything. Here, it doesn't really explain anything. It's just an excuse to separate the father and the son again.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, but it doesn't, like, make the dynamic. It's not particularly interesting. Nor that
It would have made it interesting. He's like, "Fucking get out!" at the end of the movie. You know when she invites her.
Yeah. What happened with that?
Fucking get out!
What happened with that? And this was like another, like, this is like, I don't know. This might be. It's a movie that's so good enough that it'll probably rank as one of, like, the more violent movie Christmases in movie history.
It's not Christmas.
It's in the Christmas
in the
season.
movie?
Yeah.
Like movie setting? Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the more violent movie Christmases. There's at least a body count of like 15.
Let's see, he killed
The Albanians, then you have the son and his friend, and then you have like at least several cops.
I'm counting the cops. You keep going.
You have the henchmen, so that's 5 already. You have Ed Harris, that's 6. You have all the people at the bar at the end, so that's like 6 already again, so that's like 12. So actually it should be in the 20s.
There's at least 7 cops dead.
Yeah.
At least.
So it is in the 20s, very much so. Yeah, honestly, like, this is, yeah, 20 people, but like, this movie is like, the tone is so much more of a downer that it's not as enjoyable as like Non-Stop.
Well, it's not supposed to be a comedy exactly.
Well, I'm not saying it's a comedy, but it's supposed to be sort of like you know, nowadays all Liam Neeson movies are like very like big action, not big action movies, but fun action movies.
Okay.
And like the content is pulpy, very pulpy, and like enjoyably cliched, but like the tone is a little too serious that like doesn't, like, you know, they don't mesh, they don't like hit that exact point where it's like you get it dramatically, but you can also have fun with it.
There was no dramatic explosion.
Now there was the fire. Remember at the end?
No, he's not walking away from that while it explodes, though.
There wasn't one in. Oh yeah, fair enough. I guess.
There was one explosion, but it was up in like the 6th floor.
Yeah, that was a really big apartment building. That's beside the point.
It was like a condo.
Yeah, but I think like that's about as far as like we can take with this movie. It is good. Nothing's wrong with it specifically. It's just like the execution's a little.
The mafia leader is supposed to be the best shot in the world.
Was he?
He's supposed to be. Like, I'm just relating this like a mafia.
I don't think they established that. I think you mean like the guy with the mustache?
Sean,
The
boss guy.
Oh.
The boss guy, the mafia leader.
Was he supposed to be? I didn't get that from like anything they were talking
No,
about.
like he wasn't
Okay.
in the movie, but aren't they supposed to be like, you know, the biggest, baddest shits?
No, but that's why
That's why everyone follows them.
No, that's why you hire henchmen to do your job.
Yeah, because you don't want him to do the shit.
Exactly.
You're supposed to let everyone else, and if whenever all else fails, you'd be like, "Fuck you, bitches! I have to deal with this now, and you deal with it."
I like how heartbroken he is about Jimmy. He's like, "You shot my son. You're the worst. I hate you." Ed Harris takes this the most seriously. At least Liam Neeson's having fun with it. But Ed Harris, he's like dead serious.
I am just like, he went all out, and I'm like,
It didn't do anything. I feel like I thought there were supposed to be more people going after them, but no.
I thought he had control of the cops too.
He only had control of two cops.
He had a couple, but not a lot.
Yeah. Whatever. This movie's like, it was alright, but if you want a fun time, non-stop. It's a good time.
Which I haven't seen. So
Alright. Bye.